Let's talk carry-on items. These are really good carry-on items that you might need. I'm not saying you need to carry every one of these on every trip, but these are some good ideas for you to keep in mind on your next flight trip. Let's start with the easy, simple ones. Your cell phone, your Kindle, your electronics, your laptop, anything that you're going to be able to need to maybe watch a movie on or play some games on. Those are always good for a long or a short flight, in fact. So don't forget your electronics. Another very important item is any kind of ID, your passports. We always just travel with passports now, mainly because we cruise so often that it's just handy to have them around. They are also caught up from COVID times, from being backlogged, from getting passports out. So I read online that it's a pretty quick process. Also, what's really nice for us at the airport is our global entry cards. It's also known as TSA PreCheck. Those are two different things, and I'm going to post a video, the link to our video down below on global entry that also starts with telling you the difference between global entry and PreCheck. But that helps us go through the line at the airport without taking off our shoes and all our belts and everything, right? They've already background checked you so that you go through the line much quicker. So that second item is any ID source, whether it's your passport or maybe just a driver's license or photo ID, and of course your global entry. So check for the link below to check out global entry if you're interested in getting that. Next item is some kind of bacterial wipe, and I'm also going to include body wipes and makeup wipes in this section. You can use obviously a bacterial wipe for the plane area, but you can also use it when you get to your hotel or when you get to your cruise cabin to wipe down the area around you on the airplane or your actual hotel room or cabin room. I am including body wipes and makeup wipes in those in case you're on a long flight overseas, somewhere that's going to take more than just a couple of hours and you want to freshen up in the restroom, either with your makeup or maybe your body wipes in some way. The next item is a jacket or a wrap. Even if you're going to somewhere warm, you might want to have at least like a pashmina shawl or something to wrap around you on the plane. You never know how the people sitting beside you are going to have their air vents set, or how the air in the plane is going to be set, and or the airport itself might be chilly. So maybe a windbreaker of some sort or a wrap of some sort might come in handy either in the airport or on the plane. And also if you're switching airports and switching planes, one plane or one airport might be completely comfortable and then the next one will be chilly. So stick a wrap in your backpack. That's always nice to have. The next item that I just started doing regularly, and I just ordered some new ones, is a makeup bag or zipper pouches of some sort. And what I have started doing is, this is one I really like. And all of these items, by the way, I will link below from Amazon to give you like a search starting point. So this bag I just ordered from Amazon, and it happens to have my prescription meds in it, as you can hear the pills shaking, but this is a really good makeup bag as well. I like to have them in different colors so I can look in my backpack and see, oh yeah, the gray one has pills in it. Oh, the red one has makeup in it. The black one has this other item in it, perfume or whatever. So it's handy to order these in a different color so that you can look straight in your backpack and identify what it is you're actually looking for, as opposed to having to search through the entire contents of your backpack. So some kind of makeup bag or zipper pouch is nice. I'll link this one below so that you can have a place to start with those Amazon links. Another really good item that we like having on particularly longer flights is a flight phone holder. This particular brand is Perlogix, but there are lots of these online and they all work the same. And I'll show a picture here so you can understand how they work on the airplane and how you can fit your phone in them. They work on the back of the seat that's in front of you to put your cell phone in to watch a movie or play your game or watch a TV series. They come in really handy so that you don't have to, one, look down on your tray table, try to view what you're seeing. They are right in front of you on the tray table, or the seat rather, of the seat in front of you. kind of hard to explain, and that's why the pictures are helpful. Another very important item to carry in your carry-on. Again, we're not talking about just things to pack for a trip. We're talking specifically about things to seriously consider putting in your carry-on bag for your flight. Is prescription medication. If, God forbid, your bags get lost, we hate to think about that. And I will say, in 23 cruises and several land vacations, we have never, right, knock on wood, thank you Lord, never lost our suitcases. Except for one, we had a trip last year that they came in late, so we had to drive to the airport at midnight, but they didn't get completely lost. We didn't have to go on a trip or go on a cruise without our suitcases. However, if that happens and your prescription medication is in your checked luggage, that's a really bad place to be. I will say, especially on a cruise ship, because it's unlikely you're going to be able to get prescription medication on a cruise ship. Not impossible, just kind of improbable. So carry your prescription medication in your carry-on bag. And as long as we're talking medication, over-the-counter meds, headache meds, pain meds, anything that during your trip, do you really want to have to go to the really expensive airport store and buy ibuprofen or acetaminophen? Probably not. Just carry a few with you. These little bitty zipper bags, I'll link those below too, because they're smaller than the regular zipper bags, and so you can put just a few pills in them and they don't take up very much room in your carry-on. And if anything about this video has been helpful or useful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more travel tips, tricks, and vlogs. Another good item to have on a trip in your carry-on is a travel pillow, and this one I just particularly like. It's a Talgo brand. I'll link it below. I like it because it comes in this bag. So the full size pillow is not taking up room in your bag. It squishes up and fits inside this small bag, so it doesn't take up as much room in your backpack. And then it unfolds and you put it around your neck to rest a little better on the plane. So do not forget your travel pillow, especially for any flight over a couple of hours. You may want to lean over and take a nap and not interrupt the neighbor beside you. Some of these are very basic and yet highly needed. One of those very basic, highly needed things are tissues. Do not forget your tissues. Travel pack of tissues, maybe a couple of them stuck in your and your travel companion's bag, will definitely come in handy. Also, gum is another item that's seems not very important, but when you need it, you really need it. Another couple of items that are small but can be very important are hand sanitizer. We all get these little hand sanitizer tubs from all kinds of things. This happens to be from a stay at a Hilton hotel. Just throw it. It's very small, it takes up no room in your backpack in case you need it, as well as some kind of lip balm. I will link this below because I really like it. It's a coconut flavored and scented lip balm. But what I've really loved lately is Aquaphor, because I use it not only for my lips, but also for my nails, my cuticles, knuckles that maybe in the wintertime get crusty or rough, even your heels and your feet. So you can use Aquaphor for much more than on your flight, but it does come in handy and is great to for chapped lips. It might be handy, maybe particularly if you have kids, to bring a small first aid kit. That sounds like it's something really big, right? But again, if you have a problem during the flight on the airplane, we don't want that to happen. But even before the flight or between flights in the airport, you're going to have to run and buy some very expensive Band-Aids. So again, if you take one of these little zipper bags, stick some Band-Aids in there, maybe a very small tube of antibacterial cream. I think I've got maybe some gas pills in here, right? Whatever it is that you need that would go in a quick, small first aid kit might be good to consider to toss in your carry-on. Another very important electronic item is your earbuds. And I would highly recommend that you take your wireless along with a set of wired earbuds if you still own them or can get them. You never know what kind of equipment you might have access to, maybe part of the plane equipment, or if your wireless earbuds aren't working or something's out of order, you never know. So wired and wireless earbuds can come in handy. Another electronic related item you might want to consider taking is a electric cord bag. Any kind of your electronics that take plug-ins, or again your earbuds, and specifically if you have numerous people in your party or in your family. This is a really neat bag that I found last year probably. Of course, we have cameras and batteries and all those things that need to be charged, so we have quite a bit of cords. But if your kids each have their own iPad or game electronic system of some sort, you might have a lot of cords, and this comes in a few different sizes. Again, I'll link it below and to give you a search starting place. So you can stick big and small cords in here to have during your travels. Again, we're talking about carry-on, so this would go in your carry-on bag, and it's not very big but carries several cords, so it's something good to consider. Another item to have in your carry-on would be an umbrella. So it would be mainly from your hotel, for instance, maybe, or from the cab into the airport, or maybe you're going to a smaller airport, getting on a smaller airliner, and you have to literally go outside between the building, the airport, and the plane. We're in Casper, Wyoming this trip, and some people on the plane were talking about that used to happen when they would come to Casper or head to Casper from Denver. It was such a small plane that they would have to go outside the airport at Denver, outside in the weather, to get onto the plane. So a small, and I have one that's even smaller than this that I'll actually link below. It's about half this size, a literal travel umbrella that can go in one side on one end of your backpack. Another good electronic item to have is some kind of charger or power bank. Now, I have a really large, powerful one that I charge our Mac with, the laptop that we bring to download videos to, but this is just for our phones, and you can get these in all sizes and power levels. So I will start with linking one below, and you can search for the power level and the size that you want. I did not warn you beforehand, but here are some awesome bonus items. 3 of them, in fact. One is really easy. Travel hairspray. You never know when you're gonna, again, in the realm of the body wipes or the makeup wipes, you never know when you're gonna need a little touch up in the second or third airport that you'll go to. So don't forget your travel size. Remember, don't make it bigger than 3.4 ounces, I think, are still most of the airlines. Remember to make it a small hairspray. Another bonus item that we really like is some kind of water flavoring. We use Mio. We like that. We like this particular flavor. It happens to be strawberry watermelon, but this brand comes in a lot of different flavors. But they also have the powder packs like Crystal Light, those kind of things, that instead of having to buy a soda or an iced tea or an expensive drink in the airport, you can just get a bottle of water or ask for tap water at a restaurant and put your own flavoring in it. Also, and I've particularly noticed this here in Wyoming, in Texas where we live, we have all kinds of fake sweeteners. We have the blue and the pink and the real sugar and the yellow, and of course the white or the brown sugar or the real white sugar. Up here in Wyoming, I don't know, they don't like pink. They haven't had any sweet and low, and so I generally keep some sweet and low. I know, you talk to me about poison sweeteners, right? This is the one I keep in my purse most of the time because I've just gotten used to it. You may be used to one of the others and really like that one, and wherever it is you're traveling, they don't have it. So this is a good thing to potentially toss in your carry-on. Whatever sweetener it is, that is your choice.